Hello everybody, going for our afternoon walk. I don't normally film the afternoon walks because it's pretty much the same sort of thing that we normally do. We don't go for long walks in the afternoon, usually because it gets a bit too warmish. Oh, there's a doggy. Is it a dog? Doggy or a horse? That is the question. Where you going? Yeah, so we don't normally go that far. Probably about 3 kilometres is about the distance we go in the afternoon, compared to 5 or 6 kilometres during the morning. A lot cooler in the morning, a lot quieter as well, a lot less traffic. These are possums. Go check out all these big trees for possums. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different and talk about rental properties, and why so many houses are being left empty, and why so many in the future will be empty. And we're one of those, potentially. Once my tenants have moved out, as far as I know, they've got no intention of moving, but if they do, I'm not going to rent out Mum's place. These tenants are it. And the reason why I'm willing to not earn the rent from it, which is nice to have, it's also a security thing because there's people living there, is it's just getting too dangerous and too tricky to rent out properties. Okay, let's go across the road. Good critters. Oh dear, wait for me. So what's happened is the tenancy laws have changed. So as of 1st of October, there's very little rights that the landlord has now, or will have. One of those is you won't be able to refuse any pet, without a really good reason. And although I've allowed a cat in Unit 1, and in Unit 2 we have a Labrador, chocolate lab, is in Unit 2. But going forward, you can't refuse. Also, the tenants are on a permanent lease. There's no actual lease end date on a tenancy. So the only way that you can actually, and there's no evictions as such. The only way you can evict somebody is to go through the court, and there has to be a really good reason. Not paying rent is not a really good reason. So even though the tenants don't pay rent, you can't evict them. So you can only evict on mischief. So if they cause deliberate damage to the property. The other thing is that the tenants are allowed to modify the property, the building. And that's the one I really don't like. Now my tenants have got lease agreements but I'm not too sure what happens once the lease agreements run out. Because they're existing tenants, so I don't know if they continue on the current system where they do have lease agreements, or do they go on the new system, which is automatically lifetime leases, no longer annual or 6 monthly leases. Oh, aren't you excited? Excited little doggy. Yeah, excited little doggy. Happy to see us. Yeah, so that's a thing I don't know. But yeah, the modifications, they're allowed to put in walls, take out walls, internal walls. Any modifications like that, they're allowed to do. So, which means that mum's unit, which is a 3-bedroom, could be like about 10 different bedrooms. So they could just put in walls where they want. The only thing, at the end of the lease, they have to put the place back into its original condition when they lease out the property. Now, if they don't do that, then it's up to the owner to pay for it. So that could cost, you know, $50,000 to $100,000 to put right. Got to redo all the electrical and possibly plumbing, all that sort of stuff. And if they do put in extra rooms, I have to pay for the electrician to certify that the place is safe. Not only that, I have to pay for the additional cost for the smoke alarm monitoring. So that could blow out to, you know, at the moment it's I think it's like $250 a year just for one unit. So that could easily be $1,000 a year in monitoring. So it's no longer viable with the, you know, the make good and everything. It's no longer viable to rent out in case something happens, something goes wrong. So there's going to be a lot of landlords that will just be leaving their places empty. As I say, I'll be one of them. I wouldn't be taking the risk. It's just not worth it. Not worth the risk at all. So I'll be just either selling mum's place, which I don't really want to do, or just leave it empty. So there's a couple of things I've got to think about. Anyway, we'll catch up with you soon. See you later, everybody. Have a fantastic day. These guys are. Oh, he's got something in his ear. It'll be a hair. See you later, everyone.